What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
You made it back from New Orleans.
Made it,
Orleans, or
made
however
it,
the fuck you say
Wahali, baby. Made it back.
it.
Just from holidays in general. It's good to just be back on some sort of some sense of normalcy. I
There you
don't
go.
do I don't do well off my routine per se. So I don't like
And
to be on
yet
my.
and yet you travel quite often.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to. I'm. It's one thing I was saying. As much as my social anxiety kicks in with like being all these different places and shit. I have to say I do enjoy getting out and about, trying new things. One of my things for going forward this year is uh, actually I don't have much to say about it. I'm uh, less inclined to speak this year.
Mm, mm.
Lot less talking, lot less
It'll
talking, a
make it
lot
hard
less.
to do a podcast.
Well, outside of that, you know what I mean. Outside of that, but as far as I was having this thought the other day. I was like, probably some of the greatest things I've ever said, or the worst things I've ever said, have probably never left my mouth. That's probably a good
Hmm.
thing. You know,
Oh yeah.
it's
Oh yeah.
probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Um,
It's valid.
yeah, it's probably better that way. I was in therapy actually earlier today,
Hmm.
and I was talking about this. I feel a lot lighter lately. I think some of that
Okay.
has to do with not necessarily. Actually, in two parts. One of these things I actually got from you. Um, in two parts. Um, Speaking less. I don't really at this age I don't have anything to prove. Left to prove per se. Listen, especially not to other people. If anything, it's you know, um, proving it to myself. If anything, a lot of the
Hmm.
things I want to attain and um, accomplish are personal goals, and personal means personal. You know, not
Yeah, yeah.
necessarily.
Keep it personal.
Yeah, not necessarily projection to the entire world. There's nothing to profess. There's nothing to. I don't want to be performative. I see a lot of performative things, just in general, on not just online, but it's in actual real life. A lot of things. It's like, are, are you doing that because you really want to be doing that, or because it's going to elicit some sort of um, reaction from other people? Um, and then the other thing is, I actually got this from you a long time ago. I probably never even said anything about it, but this was advice from my brother. Um, Best revenge you could ever have is just go be happy.
Oh,
Just
it's
go,
true.
just go be happy. And
I don't remember saying it, but I agree with it wholeheartedly.
yeah, you said this to me a few times. The best revenge is just is to go be happy. And I think that's a good one because I heard this other thing that couples right with it. It's like the cookie always crumbles, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like you don't have to be the one to enact
No.
revenge or to get back, or even how I feel about it, just how I was tying it in. It's like, or getting closure or gaining closure from things. It's like I don't have to speak on everything. Actually, speaking on it, there's power. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? I was like,
Hmm.
so I don't even want to give shit life um, by speaking on it or speaking about it or even dwelling on it. Like it's not even. It's just leaking energy, and there's really no need to dwell on it, talk about it, or revisit it. It's like it's
Yeah.
over and done with. A lot of these things seem to be like what lifetimes ago, if anything. So it doesn't really do much to continue to talk about it.
No, and I could tell you, again, I'm 42. I don't know if that makes me old or young. It depends on who I talk to.
Yeah, yeah,
But and again, not that I'm perfect, but things that I've learned, you know what I mean? A lot of it is relationally, but also professionally. When something negative happens, a breakup, you quit, fired, whatever it is,
hmm
there is a huge listen, closure, if you can get it. I, I'm struggling because I want to say it's great, but it doesn't always make you feel good. Sometimes you get closure, you're like, damn, maybe I really was the asshole. So sometimes it doesn't always go well for you on a
Yeah.
personal level.
Mhm.
So sometimes you can't get it, and I struggled with that. I still kind of do with some things that have happened. I was like, man, I wish I knew why.
Yeah.
Some things are better. Just it doesn't matter now, and it's been so long ago. The person that hurt you, probably either like what will hurt you more? They're like, I don't even remember what you're talking about. Oh, and it's been eating you for 10 years, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Or yeah, you were an asshole, and it like you know what I mean. Like you don't really get the closure you want. You don't really get the why. Because
Yeah,
you can't control that.
yeah.
So so to your point, the best revenge is to just be happy, and I would say real happiness,
Mhm.
not this social media happiness or
Yeah, not
whatever the
that, yeah.
fuck it is.
Mhm.
Is because one, if it was so important that they do try to follow up on you or check in on you or talk to somebody in your circle and they're like, yo, BJ's crushing it. He's crushing life, his career, like he's killing it. That is gonna bother the shit out of them because they're like, so he's happier and more successful now that I'm gone, or now that he's gone from this place. Because I've had it happen both at former
Mhm.
agencies and also relationships.
Mhm.
Or the other one, and again, I'm not saying it doesn't feel great. They never follow up and they don't care and they don't check up on you.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
In the
Either way.
meantime, you're still happy. I mean, so what is it? What is it?
Mhm.
What does it do for you to dwell on that shit or call them or you hurt me so bad 5 years later? It's like, man, this dude's still thinking about me.
Yeah. You're taking a,
Nah, you can't have
li
that power over me,
yeah,
bro.
living
I'm
rent
not giving
free,
it to you.
not giving it to you.
Nah,
No,
can't do it.
not giving it to
I
you.
haven't given you a second thought. Like how much? Oh,
Bro, bro, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of, and we both got it. I'm sure everybody's listening has it. We all have these things that have happened, and
yeah.
as I've gotten a little older, I've learned to kind of put things, time, the the saying "time heals all wounds," I think, is a little bit incorrect, right? In the sense
Mm,
that I don't think time heals wounds. I think time gives you distance and perspective, which makes you feel a little bit safer about it, right?
yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
just not fresh. Um, there's a lot of the worst physical pain I've ever felt, the worst emotional pain I've ever felt. Um, I can't feel those in the moment, right?
Mm.
So you can kind of go back and like remember what I was thinking in those moments, right? But you can't
Yeah. Usually, I'm
necessarily,
like, what was wrong with me? I'm
yeah,
an idiot.
I can't actually recreate that actual feeling of it
Yeah.
in the moment, right? So it doesn't do you any good in the present, right? Most
Hmm.
things don't serve you in the present, um, from a negative sense of you trying to like revisit it.
Hmm.
Um, the closure thing, man, it's and I've always I came up with this thing. I was like, if you can, in some instances, it's like if you can fix it, fix it. If you can't, then fuck it. Like okay. And like you said, the closure thing is I think when people are looking for closure from situations, I think what they're looking for is, and I watched the whole YouTube deep dive rabbit hole on this, right?
Mm.
Of like why why people get hung up on certain things, right? On past wrongs or past relationship, like the people, like why people obsess about these things, because your brain is trying to close the loop,
Mm.
and it can't close the loop, so it's constantly revisiting, making and the human mind does this thing of trying to fill in the blanks of things that we don't know, right?
Yeah.
Mm. So you're always wondering, damn, is this the right thing? Is that the right thing? Is this the reason? Is that the reason? When in reality, none of this shit actually fucking matters.
Mm.
Whatever the reason is, like you to your point, it doesn't matter what the reason is. It's probably not gonna feel good, and that's why I would tell people like when I was like, listen, are you asking me a question for confirmation or to actually gain information or confirmation? It's like because if
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
trying to confirm shit, just go with whatever you think, man. Just go with that and be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just tell me what you think, and I'll say yes or no, and then
I'll
we'll
say
move
yes or
on.
no, and then we'll move on. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. My grandfather said he said he said a lot of things. This is what we've talked about it. This is why I
Yeah.
started a podcast in the beginning. Try to encapsulate whatever wisdom I have
Hmm.
on the rare moments I have any. Um, a couple of things that he would say. He goes, life is actually very simple. It is,
Yeah.
and we talked a lot about it. I'm not going to do it all here on this episode. It'll take an hour, but basically, he's like, it's very simple. Fix what you can fix. Move fast what you can't. and I'll keep it on that. But we talked about a lot of different things in that regard. Man, you know what? I need to start. I'm going to start right. This is going to be. We'll save this. It was one of my. Do you have New Year resolutions? And if you did, what are they? Uh, I don't actually ever do those. I don't think I have, but I think this might be one. I'm gonna start writing down. I got to keep like a journal. But anyway, but let me get back to my questions.
Hmm.
We just came in hot, bro.
Yeah, we did.
One, you go to New Orleans a lot.
Hmm.
Well, sorry, that's subjective. Uh,
I've been a few times. Yeah.
you've been there a few times.
Yeah.
I know that you enjoy going there.
Hmm.
So see me
Yeah.
phrasing the question
There you go.
for confirming what I want you to say to me. You've been to New Orleans a few times. I
Hmm.
know you enjoy it, and I find or I see on my side that you like to go there during celebratory moments. And the point what I'm getting to is, what is it about New Orleans that draws you or makes you want to go celebrate things there?
Um, it's a place I've gone with, as you would say, with your other friends. Uh,
Oh, your other best friends? Got it.
so I do have fond memories. I've um, fond positive memories of it
Yeah.
of just going.
Mhm.
And then two, just going the amount of times I've gone, you kind of learn. It's interesting to see some of the history there that's been kind of like preserved over time.
Mhm.
Um, it's not that strange, but it's weird to see like time capsules of things because the structures are so well preserved and you can't really do much. This is obviously I'm talking about the French Quarter for people who don't never been there. There's a certain area
Okay.
of New Orleans that's very historic, and
Is that usually where you focus your attention
yeah,
or your
um,
time, I should say?
yeah. Focus my time on the on the quarter and
All right.
um, stuff like it's the most popular part that people know about is Bourbon Street, but I don't actually frequent Bourbon Street that often.
Mm-mm.
In the sense of like how people generally perceive, like, oh, Bourbon Street, like it's not out at the
Yeah, you're
fucking
drinking buckets of cocktail
yes,
drinks
yeah,
and
like no,
throwing beads around and
yeah,
seeing people puke in the street.
yeah, yeah, it's not. I mean, that does happen, but that's usually like very sensationalized, right? Um, but it is every time I'm there, kind of pick up little nuances. It's interesting to see like uh, a lot of the excuse me, the history there, and it's like
Yeah.
the door frames are super skinny, right? They're all short. The door frames are
Yeah, that's true.
small, and they're very tight. The
That's
roads in the corner are very narrow. The
yeah, yeah.
sidewalks are very narrow. I learned this small shit. All right, I learned this weekend the difference between a galley and a balcony.
Mm, what
Never
is
thought I
it?
knew.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know.
So a balcony, right? The balcony is usually only for like the residents, like a room or two,
Mm.
right? It only comes halfway out. It's supported off of the building, right? Only comes
Oh,
out
okay.
about halfway. A galley goes all the way to the sidewalk. It's usually supported by poles, and it's
Mm.
usually like a walk around. You can walk around the exterior, so it's actually like a walk around, like a walkthrough. And
Mm.
so
Okay.
to make it simple, galleys are the bigger part, balconies are small.
Got it,
So
bro.
you're looking up, you're like, "What which one that is? Is it small? Balcony. Is it big? Galley."
Yeah, there
There
you
you go.
go.
Can you walk underneath it? Between two people walk underneath it, then it's a galley. So just
Interesting.
chill
All
like
right.
that. It's got some charm to it. There's a lot of history there. Um, the music, live music, the jazz.
You like that, bro?
I do like that. Like the actual live jazz band we got to see this last time was actually really good.
Yeah.
Like this was like a formal band, like a formal, well put together, like band. They were
Mhm.
playing like all old stuff, and I actually saw some other, side of the road people playing music, that kind of stuff. So it's historic. It's very nice. It's a easy city to navigate. Um, anything you want, you can probably find there. It's pretty. It's I enjoy it.
What about the food?
Come on, bro. The food is the food is food is phenomenal. The food is
Yeah,
phenomenal.
bro.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
nice
every time you go there, because I remember I lived in Baton Rouge. I didn't live in New
Baton
Orleans, but
Rouge, which is
yeah,
Cajun,
buddy.
more Cajun than it is Creole.
Yeah. But the handful of times I've been back to Louisiana, I don't know what it is because I never think of myself. I don't know what do you Creole. Okay, I don't know what you call Louisiana people, but they said
Well,
what I mean by that, the accent,
well, they're two different
the
things.
culture. I don't know whatever
Yeah,
that is.
yeah.
but I love it, dude.
Hmm.
I love it. And listen, I was that little kid running around with a rat tail with a seashell in it, cut off jean shorts, picking crawfish out of the drains and the runoff. You should not eat those, by the way. Please don't eat those.
That's a terrible.
But I just fucking loved it, dude. Rode go-karts. Like I loved all that shit. But for me, the food, and then I could sit there, I could sit in a restaurant and listen to people talk if they have that accent
Hmm.
all
Oh,
day.
oh,
All day.
oh, that's great, man. That's great.
I don't even know what they're saying half the time, but I'm like, I love it.
Oh, it's great. Like, there's a very
Tell me I'm wrong, bro.
no, you're not wrong. There's a distinction between Cajun accent, which is more of like your Baton Rouge and
All right.
Lafayette versus your Creole, New Orleans, Bayou type thing.
Well, listen, no disrespect on either. I'm just ignorant on it. I just enjoy all of it.
Oh yeah, when I love when a deep South New Orleans type woman, woman says,
Yeah, it's different than the deep
say
South, bro. That's what I'm
baby.
saying.
I
It's
was
not.
like,
Yeah, it's not deep South. It's very much Louisiana, bro.
yeah, it's very it's that. I'm like, see,
Mm.
baby, come to the carport. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Just keep talking to me. Yeah, whatever you're
Bro,
saying, just keep it going.
and that's the thing, bro. What you just said could be a 60-year-old black man, white
Mhm.
man. I don't know how many Hispanics are running around, but it doesn't matter. Like they all, it doesn't matter, bro.
Mhm.
It could also be a female. You don't know.
You have no idea. Yeah,
They all
it all
talk that way, and I
just
love it.
oh, it was like I said that year I spent in up at Grambling. There's people from Baton Rouge, people
Oh yeah, yeah.
from from New Orleans,
Oh, that's
whatever.
right, bro. We haven't talked about that. We really
Yeah.
haven't gone into that. What that experience was like.
We'll have to talk about that. But
All right, we'll
we'll
save
we can
it.
set that
Well, I know
aside.
you're not ready. I'm just springing it on you, but that's very
Yeah.
different than where you grew up, bro.
Yeah, very, very. So it was a little bit of a. I had a few different culture shocks. No, I won't say culture shocks, but definitely some exposure to different things.
Oh yeah.
For that year in college, very deep South stuff, New Orleans stuff, Louisiana stuff, California stuff, and Texas stuff. There was a lot of melting going in there.
Yeah.
But the first time I heard it, I was like, "What am I hearing? Like, what is
What
this?
is happening?
What is
Yeah.
going on in my ears? What?
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
that again? What?"
Yeah.
But it's man, it's great. I love fucking not that I was never into it before, but New Orleans bounce music, love it though. Love it.
Can't say I'm familiar with it. I'll have to look it up.
The music is
You
great. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did trigger something in my brain because we had some Texas dudes at Tennessee State when I played. So
Mhm.
it was what 2004 or 2002, whatever, 2002, 2006. And all I remember is that was the time, if I could be wrong, but this is what I remember, when they did the real slowed down rap, and I hated it. And then the other thing was they all had the whistles on their trucks or their cars that like that real high pitch. And I was like, I'm going to murder all of you. I hate everything that's happening. And it made me angry. Do you remember that time period? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking hated it, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that's good.
A lot of chopped and screwed music at that time.
Oh,
Popular. But the funny thing about that though is at that time here in Tambor, part where I'm from is we were already slowing down the music. That part wasn't new to me.
really?
I learned how to make slow down tapes on my fucking tape deck thing.
Well,
So
I
the
hated it.
slow
So
down part wasn't unfamiliar to me. It was the chopping
yeah.
part that I was
Ugh.
I love with the top. I was like, oh man, this and to a beat. I was like, oh yeah, this is
Oh, you
great.
liked it?
I love it.
Oh, no, no. Well, we can agree to disagree on that. I just rage and like my eye would go blind a little bit. I'm like, I don't like anything that's happening, bro. I don't like it. All right. So ties into number two, New Year's resolutions. My daughter actually asked me this, and I was like,
What?
I don't really do that.
Mm, well, it's actually this evening gonna sit down and not necessarily New Year's resolutions, but I like to
Yeah, but more so than what you usually do, because we talked about this, I think,
yeah,
an episode or
write
two ago.
write down
You've been
goals.
doing that since I've
Yeah.
known you.
Yeah, I write down goals and stuff like that. So it's I mean it's not really like resolutions. It's more of like where do I want my focus to be going
Mm.
forward at this time of the year. But it's not a conspiracy theory on this one, right? We know that the actual calendar, the Gregorian calendar that we have, does not match up to nature, right?
All right, bro.
Doesn't match up to nature, right?
Sure.
So I usually don't feel like the new year per se starts until like till the springtime, right? It's when
Yeah.
it's like when things are coming alive again or whatever. So it's that for me that's really like kicks in.
Yeah.
Um, this time of the year since we're on the you know structured calendar wise, it's a good time to like
Mhm.
reset everything and kind of just get on a plan. 50. Well, at this stage, I don't know. We're counting this 51st week, or the first week, or next week, is the first week. I'm counting the
I
next week.
don't know.
I'm counting
Yeah,
Monday
you
as
get yeah.
the first full week,
Yeah,
right? But
sure.
so you have what 52 weeks. So if you break it down like that, it's a good. So I'm trying some different things this year, not necessarily New Year's resolution wise, but how I want to structure my time a little bit differently going forward this year because um I want it to be the most efficient it can be for the goals that I have for myself. And I think sometimes week by week is a better way to have some daily. I'm trying some new daily things. Um, and actually, if I took a not necessarily took a picture of it, but it's actually up on my phone at the moment. So um, we can go ahead and see that. But it's
Got
like
it. Reflection. Okay.
right.
Yep.
So I have
Oh.
set reminders for myself every day at a certain time when I know I'm going to be awake. So I have four different ones that are like reminders of hey, and it's good for me to kind of like you can get just so accustomed to like just getting lost in your days and lost in time and shit like that. But it's good like like well every day at 1 o'clock I get a reminder for a gratitude prayer. Every day at I think I set it for 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Nope, I set it for 4 o'clock. Every day at 1 at 1300 gratitude prayer. Every day at 1600 a thankfulness prayer. Every day at 17 or that 1900 reflection prayer, and then every day at 2200 is just like a general, it's like general prayer. So I get two regular ones and then three very distinct ones throughout the day. So kind of just help me like just keep me on the path that I want to be going down. You know.
Well, we didn't script this, and I just sent you a text.
Mm-hmm.
Our mutual friend Chris, that we both know,
Uh huh.
asked me last week, and I've been thinking about it for doing. It's called Exodus 90,
Okay.
and we could talk about it. It starts tomorrow, so it's
Okay.
last minute, a little late notice for you. No big deal, but the totality of it, I don't know if I'm gonna be do everything that they want you to do, but
Mm-hmm.
the essence of it is it's like an hour in the Bible, prayer. Some of the other things that I'm like, oof, that's gonna be rough. It's cold showers, one meal on Wednesday, one meal no meat on Friday, no alcohol, no sweets, workout 3 times a week, which I'm like, got that in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I might be forgetting another thing, but I was like, cold showers, bro. I live in New England, bro. Like, like I could possibly die. Oh, no TV. That was the other one. No TV.
When.
So I was like, and you got to try to minimize and limit your. That was it. Minimize, limit your computer time, cell phone time,
Mm-hmm.
which for me it
Which,
would be like
which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that.
again outside of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
No video games, things like which I don't play video games.
Yeah.
Um, and I just lost it. It was in my head. It was minimize. It'll come to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's things like that. I was like, well, I think I'm going to try to do it anyway. I don't know that I'll be able to get all. Oh, music. Only listen to music that's inspirational or positive.
Inspirational
Which I
in
don't
what
know what
sense?
that means. Well, that's all it says.
Inspirational to me? 'Cause,
Well, see, that's
hold
what
up,
I'm
wait,
saying.
pause
Like,
it, wait, hold,
hey,
wait. That's empowering to me, like, if you find out.
gotcha. Tiptoeing on my. Hey,
Wait,
listen, when I'm working out, I need that,
yeah, I
bro.
need that. So, what are we talking about exactly?
uh, but yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do my best, see where it goes. But and then
Mhm,
the other part is that you're supposed to check in with a fraternity or like there's you can look it up on the app.
yeah,
Anyway, we can talk about it after. Uh, well, up where I'm at, it's a wasteland out here, bro. The closest one is like an hour and a half away. I was like, no. So like, it'll be like a weekly check in where we can talk about what do we. I like
yeah,
the reading, the praying. I like that
yeah,
part, and most of the other stuff I already do.
mhm,
because that's what I'm at. So anyway, it's just interesting that you're doing something like that on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking about that shit to somebody else. And I didn't even say what, distinctly they were. I was just talking about, trying to get into um my goal. Suppose either you do it or you don't, right? Is but 5 prayers a day. And they're like, "What are you, a Muslim?" I was like,
Bro, why does it have to be a Muslim
it's like,
thing,
why is
bro?
it? I was like, what? What? I was
Oh
like,
my god.
don't Muslims pray 5 times a day? First of all,
I don't know. Do they?
yes, yeah, I'm supposed to pray 5 times a day, face the east.
Oh, that's with the carpet and stuff.
That's what the carpet is for. It's very distinct. They're very, very strict on the. I won't even say rules, but the ritual of it is very, very set in stone, and what you're supposed to be doing. So, but I'm like, I'm not upset with that. I was like, why would that? I was like, why would any type of prayer be a bad thing?
Well, this is what I'm saying. Well, BJ, be the ears on this one. I don't want to get
Yeah.
into dark waters here because
Mhm.
people get real squirrely about religion. They're like, "Oh yeah, you just highlighting the goods." I'm like, "Well, okay. So for purposes of this conversation,
Yeah.
what is wrong with, to your point,
Mhm.
that you
I don't
stay
think
tight with the community, you do something as a community."
Mhm.
I actually had so this ties it more in the. Listen, I'm ignorant on the Muslim faith,
Mhm.
uh, but Catholics, they have a lot of ritualized prayers that they say.
Mhm.
And Chris, who's I say recently, I recently found out converted to Catholicism 3 years ago. I was like, damn, bro, you ain't gonna
No
tell
shit.
nobody.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know, but he explains it, and I don't want to butcher it, but he just is like he goes, sometimes you don't have the words, and he goes, it's not meant that all you do is say the ritualized prayers. He goes, it's meant to get your mind, your
Mhm.
body, your spirit into the habit of praying, and then it basically will flow. So it's almost
Mhm.
like I don't know. For purposes of this conversation, you say the
Yeah.
Lord's Prayer, you might not have nothing to say after it, but at least you did that, right? So then the next day you do it again. It's like, oh, you know what? While I'm here in this moment, and your brain is kind of being trained,
Mhm.
you start praying for other. You see, it almost teaches you how to pray.
Yes. I understand that. I don't think
That's
that
a very simplified version. Please
yeah.
don't hate me,
Yeah, no,
people who
I
are
don't
like you're.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Even if they quote unquote got it wrong, I can only speak to the level of my knowledge. I don't think that's all I can do.
That's it. That's
Right?
all I got.
No, I don't think that's a bad thing. We talked about before. Every man should have like some pillars that they go by in the
Mhm.
code and that kind of thing. Um, I'm trying to structure this properly.
Mhm.
I think out of all I try to find the not necessarily middle ground, but I try to find even though this is not a debate, right? But I try to find things that are that bring us together more than they divide us, right? So I'm like usually
Yeah.
at a minimum, right? From the basic, we can all agree that we are here, right?
Yeah.
Can we agree that we're here? We're all in the same reality at
Yep.
this current moment, right? We can all agree that someone or something created this, right? At a basic, right? So what
Yeah.
you think about it may be different than what I've come up with to think about it, which is all fine. But what I'm doing, what I'm thinking is not impeding on what you're doing, what you're thinking. It's just different.
Yeah.
And then that's where people start to get into the muddy waters when it's like
Yeah.
you're doing it wrong. Oh, what up?
Oh well.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Easy there, partner. Whoa, baby. Hey, whoa, hold on.
Bro, you almost said that, bro.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
I can't remember if it was you and me talking about it. I can't remember. I was talking about recently. It's like when people are like, I wish we could go back to the 50s and 60s.
Hmm.
And with the intent being like, you could live off a single income, raise a family, you could buy a house for $4,000, a car for 500, you know, they had penny candy that you could actually pay that was a penny, it was more
Yeah,
like that. And then anytime that conversation, well, so you just want to go back to racism and misogyny? It's like,
that's not
bro,
what I was saying.
no,
But
bro.
no,
Like that's not the point I'm
mm,
making, dude.
yeah, no, I was talking about the livable wage part, but
It's like, oh, I can
no,
only have a livable wage if we go back to racism. Is that what you're
that's
saying?
it's like let me provide some
uh,
context. That's not what I'm saying.
Nightmare, bro.
Okay, let me tighten this up for you. I wish we could bring that one aspect
There you go.
of it to modern day to where
Yeah.
everybody is is able to go after a life that they want that makes them happy. Everyone, a life that makes them happy, that's livable, that's
Yeah.
focused on um, but even the why we were probably talking about it with one of your other friends, but but even speaking to
Yeah.
that, I but that's really like I don't even really like to say like the religion part of it, but like that for me, that's where like something like the prayer thing for me comes from is
Yeah.
to focus back on things that are not centered around noise, right? That are not
Mm.
centered in that are very true to the laws of nature, true to the laws of the universe that we can, like do it like the law of duality. Nobody can argue that, right? There's a yin
Mhm.
and a yang of everything. There's two sides to everything, right?
There is.
There's good and bad in the world. There's good and bad in us, right? There is you know, uh, uh it's like, law of abundance. There's all these different things that are just like set by nature. I try to really focus on those because it's hard to debate that, right? And as long as I'm in line with those things, I feel like I'll pretty much be okay. And that's why I was telling someone this. I was like, it's like as long as I stay focused on that, stay based in that, I feel pretty fucking rich. And a lot of the richness that I feel has nothing to do with money, nothing to do with material things, nothing to do with actually the material world or the society that we live in. Um, it's a personal like alignment with nature and the universe in the way that it feel like it's supposed to be, in the way that it kind of always has been. Um, and when I say noise, there seems to be like a lot of emphasis on things that are just not like about that. Like, oh,
Yeah.
do you have enough money? Do you have enough this? Like all the scarcity, just all the bullshit that's going on in the world. It's like, do we have enough this? Do we have enough that? Do you have enough like, microplastics, this, all kinds of shit. There's a lot of fucking noise that'll kind of get you off of what I feel like personally to me is what's actually really important.
Yeah.
And so for me, and this probably goes to um, well, getting into the religious stuff is a whole another rabbit hole, right? Because
Ah, bro.
it's a whole there's a whole
Mm-mm.
another rabbit hole I try to stay away
Mm-mm.
from. Um, I'm very well versed in it. I just try to stay away from it.
Yeah. Nah.
Uh, in my readings and findings and not only in Christianity or Judaism or in Islam or some of the other ones, Hinduism. I've taken dozens of classes on all this shit. Um, but I find everybody's got noise. But even no matter what you believe in, if you can stay structured, and I think, but I would say majority of them. I don't know if I say this right. I hope that, in essence, what some of these things are supposed to be about, idealistically, are rooted in some sort of goodness, not what human beings have done to it.
Yeah.
If we can agree on that part, right?
Yep.
Um, and yeah, but just take that for what you want to take it for, flip it
Yep.
up, and
We'll
whatever.
move on from the religious
Yeah,
conversation. Neither one of us are
yeah,
theologians in any way
yeah, yeah,
or scholars. But let me, because I want to get into two more things. But
yeah,
I'm sipping on. Speaking of other friends,
yeah.
you, my friend,
Mm-hmm.
hooked me up with a very delicious bottle, Elijah Craig Private Select.
Probably
Very
selective.
nice, very generous. And I remember you explaining it to me, and I was like, I've had it. He goes, no, no, no. They
No, no,
make
no.
this just for a special place. All good. I remember all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I opened it and I was like, oh, yo, this tastes good. This hits. But embarrassingly, this is why you should read what the fuck you're drinking. Because I'm thinking Elijah Craig, like Elijah Craig you get at the
Yep.
store or whatever.
Yep.
Negative. I'd have like one or two and I'm like, oh, man, I am swimming. Like what, man, I must be. And then I read it's 127 proof, bro.
Yeah.
But listen, but it doesn't burn.
That's very, very smooth.
Like I don't know if that's more or less than moonshine, but it doesn't burn. It's not like drinking gasoline. I was like, yo, this is like 130 proof. God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, you just need a couple. You just need one of those for a while. You're good. I promise you. I
Oh
promise. I
shit, bro.
promise you. I promise you're good.
I had an embarrassing amount before I realized, and I read it. I was like, oh my God, that's why I'm fucking lit up, dude. I wasn't even trying to get that way.
Uh,
You know, a little nightcap, and I'm like, oh my God,
yeah,
I'm
it's like, ooh,
sweating. My
I'm
eyes are getting red. Like, what's happening?
okay. I'm feeling this
My
shit.
lips
Ooh,
going numb.
ooh, maybe you feel
Yeah, bro.
something. All right. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you
Well,
like it so
thank you,
much.
sir.
Yeah,
Very
you're
good.
welcome. I'm
Very
glad you like it.
delicious. Very generous.
When I told you I actually got it like the night before I was supposed to get on the plane.
Well,
Uh,
it's appreciated though.
buddy, we're me and my buddy are at the bar, one of the bars we like to go to.
Yeah.
Well, I need to chat it up with the bartender. You know,
You bought it from the bar? They let you buy it?
yes, yeah,
Hey, don't
brought
mention the
it,
bar, bro. I don't know
brought
if
it,
you can do
bro.
that, but
Brought it from the back. Paid for
hey.
the bottle right there on the tab. And he's like, you guys like, we're just talking, talking shop, talking about it,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, we got this one, the special, like they only, they make it specifically for like a couple of places in the region.
Mhm.
Okay. Because it's just like, oh, I was like, what is this? He's like, it's Logic Craig, private, private selection. I was like, he's like, yeah. I was like, bro, we're like, brother, where can we get that from? He's like, oh, we'll sell it to
Can't.
you right here. We'll sell it to you right here.
Yo,
Tell
that's
you what.
wild. That's great.
So I
Yeah.
bought, so the night before, getting on
Yeah.
the plane, I bought one and I was like, I gotta get this to my boy I was like, I gotta share the
Yeah.
love on this one. Yeah.
I appreciated it. Very thankful, but I
Mhm.
didn't realize how good it is because once again, Elijah Craig is like, I don't know, $50.
Mhm.
Again, forgive me, bro. I don't know. I'm assuming this is not that.
No, that's not.
Yeah, no. Because I don't know. It's good, right? Whatever. But
Yeah.
this, I was like, yo, this is kind of hitting. Anyway,
Mhm.
salute, my friend.
So, my friend, Happy New Year. Of course.
What are you sipping on, bro?
Um, just tapped into my Four Roses.
You love that shit, bro.
Love this shit. It's a nice little, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I got some Eagle One. Brand that I got from my buddy that I'm trying to. I'm not necessarily saving it for a special occasion, but I'm like, that's more than just like an evening, pop it
You know
open
what?
type of deal.
This wasn't my next question, but
Mhm.
since we're on it, because I've had mixed reviews.
Okay.
And actually, once again, Doug White, he posted it on Instagram. He popped open some Pappy Van Winkle.
Mm.
And he goes, doesn't have to be saved for a special occasion. And I'm like, I couldn't agree more. So my question to you is this. You get a super rare, super nice bottle of whatever. It could be
Mhm.
wine, whatever it is for you. I don't know. People, and I know, listen, I have a lot of friends, love them, respect them. They're like, I'm saving it. I'm like, well, what? What is the occasion? I'm like, you might not drink it for 10 years. To me, I don't
Mhm.
get it. A special occasion for me
Yeah.
is if you come up or I go down and I see you, I want to bring it. I'm like, yo,
Well,
this
yeah.
is like some really nice shit. I want to drink it. I don't say
Yeah.
we have to drink all of it and get fucking lit up on a
Yeah.
Pappy Van Winkle's like $2,000, by the way. Let me just throw that out. It ain't some fly by night shit.
Nah.
But what do you okay, you have it now, what? Like what if
Um,
something happens to you and you never taste
well, I think like you said, I think if it's something like that, like it's not like, ooh, I'm turning fucking 50. Now wait for them to turn 50. So let me back up. I agree with you. It's not like a certain set, like,
Yeah.
whatever. It's like, it's you'll know when to pop the shit open. Right. But I do have one bottle that is specifically
Go
being saved for a specific occasion. Um so when we
What
went
is it and
to
what is the occasion?
So it's Jack Daniels, like the signature, right? So it's
Uh-huh.
a bottle of Jack that I got. The bottle is laser engraved with
Oh, cool.
our bomb school insignia,
That's cool,
class
bro.
name. So I went to so for the people that don't know, I went to bomb school with two of my other teammates.
Yeah.
Bomb schools every 3 years. Every 3 years, I have to go to research. So we decided to save it, and we're going to drink one so we drunk one at 3 years, one at 6 years, and mine is saved it till 9 years. That's when we're gonna pop that one up.
I like it, bro.
So that's the only bottle that I have that's like specifically set for
Ah,
some reason. You know what I mean? But it's not
okay.
it's Jack Daniel's Signature. It's not fucking, it's not Pappy Van Winkle. But it's like that's the
Still.
only one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I do like those. I don't think enough well, we're getting off topic, but I don't think enough agencies realize how nice that is as a gift, either for their own people as an agency,
Mm.
well, or company, whatever. But we're law enforcement, so and then but also as a gift for people, your partners that you work for. I don't know how much that costs because well, I'll tell you this. Woodford Reserve is like $50. I think to have the Secret Service star engraved and all that
Mhm.
is like $75 now. So okay, I'm not saying you just give it out to everybody you ever met, but it's not that expensive. It's not like, oh my, you're gonna break the budget and we can't buy cars next year.
Yeah.
But you get one or you give it, and they're like, dude, they treasure it.
Yeah.
People just don't fucking get it. Anyway, all right, moving on because I'm gonna start ranting and I don't want to do that. So this came up at work because let me also say, trying to work the
Mhm.
last 2 weeks of December,
Trash.
it's a nightmare, bro.
Circle back in
Because
January.
oh, dude, one, nobody's working, everything shuts down,
Mhm.
and the level of effort is not there. The effort is just getting to work and turning
Mhm.
on your computer. Then you just stare at it for 20 minutes, like, what am I doing? This is dumb.
Let me get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god, bro. But so we had a lot of conversations, and one of them, and I wanted to talk about this with you, was from our childhood. So I'm a child of the 80s.
Mhm.
We'll say late 80s, early 90s,
Yeah.
because I was born in 83.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but we were talking about the food, the TV shows and movies and stuff that we
Mhm.
watched, and then the music that we listened to.
Mm.
And my question is it just because it's from our childhood? But the essence being this, I thought everything was better back then.
Mm.
Like it resonates. I could still watch it to this day and it still hits.
Mhm.
And like, so one of the big things was the Pizza Hut buffets, which I guess they're trying to bring back, bro. And I believe we could have malted milkshakes, and the pizza was fire, bro.
Peace was fire. When
But again,
that's
is it
yeah.
because I was 9, 10 years old? One, they don't have them anymore. If they do,
Yeah,
it's
they don't
like,
have
oh,
it
there's
anymore.
still one in Arkansas in some
Yeah.
town with 8 people. It's like they're not as popular.
Um, I think some things are nostalgia, but some things are because it was actually better, right? Like,
Well, Little Caesars was better back in the day, bro.
well, obviously Moses was better back
The
then.
3 foot, you get a
Yeah.
3 meter pizza, bro, with a
Yeah.
pepperoni breadstick. Come on,
Yeah.
bro.
That's
Stop.
yeah. Yeah. That's
Stop.
the quality. I think the quality of a lot of things was better. Some of the
Mhm.
time we go backwards, right?
Yeah.
The quality was better. The TV shows. I think now content wise, I think the TV shows were better, right? The shit that they were talking about,
Yeah.
and the way they were structured were better than overall some of the newer stuff. Some of the newer stuff is like lacking lacking substance. Sometimes, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Really not any lessons in there. Um, so I think it was. I think it was better. Everything lately is very kind of just like pumped out. It's just pumping shit out without actually
Feels
worried
that way,
about it.
right?
Yeah, like if they're not worried about if it's actually good or not. You know.
Mhm. Well, let me just read you some of the things that started back in the time frame we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about. South Park,
South Park window.
King of the
Yeah,
Hill,
sure, yeah, yeah,
The Simpsons,
yep.
Rugrats,
Love Rugrats.
yeah, Family Guy. This was all started in that late 80s, early
Yeah.
90s frame, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
SpongeBob.
Damn, was it around that long? Shit, I guess so.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever watched Ren and Stimpy, bro. That one's a little
Bro,
rugged.
bro, that's just not for children. But I didn't know. I
It's
didn't. I
not,
didn't, I
bro.
didn't, I didn't know that back then.
No.
I didn't know that back then.
Thundercats, Dragon
Mi-
Ball Z.
Missed Thundercats. Love, bro. Stop right there for a second.
Go ahead.
I don't think people understand how pivotal Dragon Ball Z is to men
Yeah.
in this age range.
Yeah, bro. We talk about it all the time. My son has started doing it. He started sending me the Vegeta meme where he's like just about whatever he's got going on. I'm like, he gets it, bro. He's starting to get it.
You understand? You get it.
Yeah. X-Men,
Yeah.
Ed, and Eddie,
Mm.
Arthur, Doug, Ninja Turtles, Captain Planet, Hey Arnold, Recess, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck,
Love Darkwing Duck, bro.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Classic.
Come on, bro. He-Man, Powerpuff Girls,
classic. Yes.
Inspector Gadget,
Yeah.
Garfield, Pinky and the Brain, Barney only because my brother, bro, he fucking, god damn, he loved that shit. Fucking drove me nuts. All right, but now like A Different World,
Mm,
Family Matters,
yeah.
Married with Children, Fresh Prince, Saved by the Bell, Roseanne,
Mm.
The Cosby.
Well,
Listen,
yeah, yeah. The
it is
Cosby
what
Show
it
was
is, but
good.
the Cosby Show was
It
the
was
shit.
good. The Cosby Show was good. I don't care what y'all say.
I can't tell. I can't speak to what the man was doing after
Yeah,
when the lights went out, but
but the show
whatever.
was fire. So
The show
yeah,
was fire. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many of
Damn, I
these you
love that
watched.
show.
Oh, bro, Martin with
Yeah, I
Chanel.
love that fucking show.
Bro, Shanae, bro.
I love that fucking show.
Home Improvement, Cheers,
Mm-hmm.
The Steve Harvey Show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Full House. I'm scrolling, bro. Some of these shows I did not watch. Maybe they weren't.
And
for
Living
me,
Color.
bro. Living Color. That's back. Actually, that's probably people are gonna hit whatever. To me, the late '80s and '90s, Saturday Night Live was the best it's ever been. It's never been the same, bro.
No, yeah.
Seinfeld,
Yeah.
Friends. Like hear what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Like these are bangers, bro. That people still watch to this day. Who's doing that with the shows around nowadays, bro?
Exactly. No.
Name one that transcends all that.
Not like these shows.
Yeah. Movies from now I'm just Googling stuff because I'm like, bro, because we were talking about some of this stuff.
Well, you know what I realized with movies? There's no summer blockbusters anymore.
Nah, they don't do that. It's all holidays, based around holidays and shit. That might be because of streaming, though.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Let's see. Here we go. Hold on, bro. Sorry, man. I need just give me a list.
Die Hard. Terminator.
All right, here we go, bro. Here we go. Stand By Me, great.
Mm-hmm.
Little Giants, The Lost Boys, great.
Classic.
Never Ending Story, great. Showgirls, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Devil's Advocate, Full Metal Jacket, Tombstone, A Bronx Tale, Goodfellas.
No, bro, when are they gonna make? They're not gonna make movies like this anymore.
Schindler's List, Unforgiven. Oh my God, Uncle Buck, bro. I mean, it just runs the gamut, bro.
Yeah,
Major Payne, one of my all-time favorites.
Not gonna get movies like this anymore.
Point Break, Platoon, Good Will Hunting, Fargo. Good Will Hunting. Bro, did you ever watch Leon?
No, but Good Will Hunting is a very underrated movie. I feel like, even though it's a classic movie, it's still very underrated.
Oh, bro, it's so good. Die Hard, Casino, Goonies. Bro, Menace to Society. I forgot about that one.
The original one, not the
the
funny one. The original one.
Yeah. Reservoir Dogs, Heat. Come on, The Untouchables.
Come on, bro.
Princess Bride. I don't, Dead Poets Society. Scarface. Damn, I forgot. Bro, Scarface came out in 1983, bro.
No, Scarface.
Let's see. I'm gonna stay on this for just another minute. Oh, yeah. How long was Rocky? Rocky 5 came out in 1990.
Rocky been around for forever.
Braveheart, bro. Braveheart. Wall Street. American History X. We all had to watch that in school.
Yeah.
White Man Can't Jump. Friday. Happy Gilmore. Boondock Saints. Classic. Love that one. Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing some, but whatever. I'm just reading some lists. But the point being, like, they're still good today.
Yeah.
30, 40 years later.
Yeah.
Still today, bro. What are you looking at? You looking them up too now?
Oh, no, it was your text that I came to.
Oh, the Exodus thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, the food, man. Like, I remember, so I already said Little Caesars because it was banging.
CC's Pizza.
Caesar was fire, bro. And again, it was like $5, $8, whatever.
Yeah. Bro, you can actually
going to Shoney's, bro, all you can eat breakfast? Come on, bro.
McDonald's, all American meals?
Well, all right. You know what? That's actually what prompted it. You just reminded me. That's what prompted it because I don't eat McDonald's a lot, but whatever. My daughter loves it. And so I can't remember what we got. We got like she loves the nuggets. We got like a nugget meal, whatever, drink, whatever. And she loves the, damn it, I drew a blank again. It's not milkshakes, Frosties, or not Frosties.
The McFlurry.
What the fuck? McFlurry. Thank you. Yeah. And so I just got like a double cheeseburger meal, whatever. Bro, it was $28. I was like, what did I order? How many things did I order?
McFlurry cost you like $6.
Bro. Did I black out? Did this happen overnight, or has it been this way for a while, bro?
It's been steadily rising for a while. Yeah.
$30 fucking for two people to go to
And
McDonald's to
McDonald's,
eat
bro, it's
like
crazy.
lunch.
Crazy. Crazy.
Bro, I don't know what's
Crazy. But
going
you
on,
could,
bro.
bro, I used to be able to when I was this is
I
actually
remember
before
45-cent ice cream cones from McDonald's because my mom would get them for us.
before I could drive, I had to ride my bike. You know, you get a little, get a little call, do some
Yeah.
chores or some shit. I could go to McDonald's with $3, get an all American
some.
meal. The shit was $2.97. I'll never forget
Yeah,
this shit.
boom.
So I knew it was $3, get a little hamburger, little fries. This is before the Happy Meal shit, but this was a little bit about the Happy Meal, because they don't put a fucking toy in the shit. Get your all American meal, cheeseburger, or maybe it's a double cheeseburger, little fry, drink, boom, $3 out the door. Well, you can't even do that shit on the goddamn dollar menu. You can't do that now.
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
What a time to be.
All right. Last thing, bro, on respectful time. But this is what happens, bro. We haven't caught up in a while. You were out fucking drinking. Oh, hold on.
Moving around.
How was the Sazerac? Did you even know what it was before you went there?
I knew what it was.
I was like, that's a wild place to go, buddy.
I know
if you've never had one, you don't know what you're drinking.
Yeah, I knew what it was, and I maybe had like one or two in my life. So I was, now I would say not an expert on it, but I've had it before. But, it's like, okay, this is all right. Okay, not necessarily my drinking choice all the time, but it was nice to learn.
What do you think it tastes like? What does it taste like to you? I'll tell you what it tastes like to me. It
tastes like medicine, bro. I get the medicine taste now.
Let me say this. It tastes like black licorice.
Yeah.
If you've ever had it. That's the essence I get.
Yeah. So it's like, once you realize what it used to be, what I used to use it for, it's like, all right, that tracks.
That tracks. Yeah.
That tracks.
Bro, I saw you or whatever, something posted like that. And I was like, I wonder if they actually know what they're doing. Because it was like a flight of them.
But I do make some other shit there, so it's like, okay. All right,
I get it, bro. But I just laughed.
Yeah,
well, because when we were in Montana,
the
bartender's like, yo, I was like, what's your specialty? He goes, I make the best Sazerac you ever had. And I go, and did it to myself. I was like, all right, I know exactly what it is. I'm not going to enjoy this. Go ahead, bro. And then who I was with was like, oh, what's that? I want to try. I was like, go ahead. Make them one too. You're not going to like it. I'm going to have two now.
Thanks for ordering my second drink.
Damn it. Thank you for that. Yeah. So anyway. All right. Last thing, I wanted to pose a question for you because it's something I was thinking about. And this is actually the whole nexus of this episode for me, besides everything else we talked about. But what is the girlfriend to wife? What triggers that?
What triggers if a girl's
taking?
Yeah,
don't say that. Don't say that.
That's not worthy. That's what I'm saying.
And you, as the man, what triggers you to want to take a relationship from girlfriend, boyfriend to that's my wife? And we'll just leave it relationally now because we can get into whole like why people get married these days. It's I don't want to do any of that. It's the relational aspect. Like, what is the difference? All right. While you think about it, I'll tell you why it came up.
Okay.
So talking with some friends, my other friends,
your other friends,
long-term relationships.
Yeah.
The longest is 10 years they've been dating. They call each other husband and wife. I'm like, nope. I was like, have you actually got married? They're like, well, I don't see the point. All this stuff. All the reasons men have. And listen, a lot of them I get, bro. I fully get it. And then a few of the more common is 3 to 5 year relationships. And I'm like, at what point do you pull the trigger and make it official? And it was a wide array of responses. And then something else we talked about. A lot of people get married now in a courthouse or and listen, let's put the money thing aside for a minute, which is hard to do when you talk about weddings. But I will say there is a significant difference and getting married in a courthouse, very small, you know. And when I say small, I mean 10 or less people, like
Yeah.
just close friends, close family, whatever it
Intimate.
is,
Yeah.
which can be beautiful. Again, I'm not knocking any of this, but there is a difference when you have your whole family, all
Mhm.
your friends, and you get up there and you say vows in front of all of them.
Mhm.
I
Beautiful thing.
don't know why it feels different, but
Mhm.
it does.
Hmm.
So this was the genesis of this question I'm posing to you having never been married.
No, I feel like I try it, brother.
I'm not knocking
Yeah.
you. It's just
Yeah.
the thought mechanism in your head.
Um, so I think I guess the best way to explain it in generalities, right, is if a man feels safe, not safe in the sense of like,
Yeah,
uh,
hopefully she's not beating. Yeah, preamble.
yeah,
No beating,
yeah,
no drugs, not
she's
stealing
not,
from you.
yeah, yeah, not, yeah, yeah,
None of that
she's
stuff.
not, I'm not afraid of her, whatever, right?
She's not blacking my eyeball.
Right? And it's not necessarily like some of it obviously is emotional stuff too, right?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it too is like it's taking me time to build and get to where I've got to, right? So for me
Okay.
to want to share these things or share my life or build something together or I've gotten to this point essentially by myself. For me to want to be able to share it with you and say, hey, I want to wake up and forego every other option that there is and forego this and just do this with you is a major step, right?
Yeah.
Um, I think what gets you there is being like, it's not going to be the same with anybody else. It just won't. Won't be the same with
Mm.
anybody. It won't be the same with anybody else.
Let me ask you this though: does it change because of who the person is, or because the vows that you make to them?
I
Like,
think the I
I
think
guess
the
my question is the change in you, or is it because of who you're with? And that I don't know. I don't have a good answer. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I have the answer. That's not it.
mm,
I'm just posing the question. I don't actually know.
I think in my opinion, it's not necessarily the change in me. I would say right,
Mhm.
but again, we talked about this before. That's always been my issue, right? Is
You or what?
me, right? Is me
Yeah.
being in my, I would say, quote unquote failures in relationally, you know.
Well, and also, I'm not targeting you, BJ.
No, 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 no. I'm just,
You just have a perspective I don't.
yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I'm just giving you
All right.
what I'm giving you
Yeah.
context and why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um, for me, I've always been like, hey, I've always been more worried about how or focused on how I feel about her as opposed
Mm.
to if she actually likes me back or not. Right. So
Well, okay.
that's a
That's
complete
important.
that's a
Yes.
very
Yeah. Okay.
important that's an important and that's what I mean.
She
That's
has
an
to want to
important
marry you too. Yes.
she has to want to be here too and not necessarily
Yeah. Yeah.
you can say for the right reasons, right? But um and I think most people will agree, and if they don't, they'll learn to themselves. Um, when you feel some way like deep in your soul, like love somebody, it's a feeling that you can't shake. A lot of
Yeah.
that other shit goes out the fucking window. It goes
Oh yeah.
bro. When you feel that thing, about a person, a lot of
Mhm.
logic goes out the window.
Yeah. A lot
Logic
of
goes
hard lines you
a lot
thought
of
you
hard
had,
lines that
they're
had
not hard
out,
lines.
out the window. It'll be like if you feel a way about a girl, or ladies, if you feel a way about a guy, this is how you know.
Yeah.
It's like, and I tell some of my female friends, I was like, you first of all, ladies, if you want to know if a man actually gives a shit about you or cares about you at all,
Yeah.
bring him a problem and see if he tries to fix it for you.
Mm.
See if he tries
Yeah.
to fix your problems,
Yeah.
give you solutions, coach you on something, right? Or offer his opinion
Mhm.
if he wants to keep you safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those things are very, very indicative of if he values you outside the aspect of your body or the physical whatever. If he just thinks you're
Yeah.
pretty, because that's easy as fuck because it's external, right? It's like it's like got back in the day. Um, our buddy, he's like, what? It's like I threw him a baseball or whatever I had in my hand. I tossed it to him. He's like, oh, you caught that, huh? He's like, yeah. I was like, easy. Has it got a reaction? He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. That's what happens. I was like, yeah. That's what happens when girls just throw coochie at you. It's like, oh, I can catch. You throw it at you.
Yeah.
I can catch. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean
Yeah.
anything. That doesn't mean shit, right?
Yeah.
I heard a thing. the other day, and I thought it was actually pretty profound. It said, "Love is and means sacrifice."
Yeah.
Right? I think I think, and I can think of maybe I can only think maybe one person in my history that I probably would have that I think I probably would have that I would have risked my life for actually and been okay with that.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
I know who you're talking about. Go ahead.
in my past, right? I did. That's the only time I could ever think of. So there is, as we were talking about earlier, I think there's some grief that comes when things don't work out the way you want it to. Is because it's the grief comes from I saw this going further. I saw this as like, on the marriage level or whatever, whatever. But I think the switch doesn't necessarily come. I think it goes both ways, right? For chick, there's things you can do to fuck it up, right? We've all had been
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, it's like, oh, I like this girl. And then she'll say something or do something, be like,
Nah.
nah. She,
Yeah.
it's like, we can hang around, but this bitch, excuse me, excuse my French. This lady will never be my wife because
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
what she just said or her views on
Hmm.
something or whatever. Um, and I think, and I was explaining this too to some younger ladies at one time. There were one of the girls. It was like a joint conversation. One of the girls was like, "Oh, me and my boyfriend been dating for a few years, and uh, wondering when he's going to win." I was like, "How old are you?" I think they were like in the early 20s. I was like, "Not going to happen for a while." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "Has nothing to do with if he loves you or actually likes you or not." I was like, "He wants to feel established." And it's like,
Yeah.
from what you're telling me, he probably doesn't feel like he can take care of you in a sense, right? And
Yeah.
so, but for me at the same time, it's like, to further answer your question, do I actually want to take care of you? Right. So some of the shit I was saying is like, do I want to accept that responsibility from your father of taking care of you and making sure that you're good through the rest of, my life and your life? Because I don't think women understand this thing. I was like, this is the reason why men are supposed to go to your father and ask for your hand in marriage to your father.
Yeah.
It's not to get his approval. The approval comes from her, not from him. You go to ask her father, for her hand in marriage because I just want to express I want to take on the responsibility for your daughter. I want to take on the responsibility of that. That's why you
Yeah.
go ask for her. That's why you go to her father, not to get the approval. The approval comes with like, yes, I think you're able to, these are the reasons why I feel like I'm able to take on this responsibility from you, and I want
Yeah.
to whatever. It's like she could still say no, but
Yeah.
that's why you go to her father first before you ask her.
Yeah. For sure. These are my
Right?
intentions.
These are my intentions with your daughter. So what are your intentions with my daughter? Better say the right shit. Fuck it up. No.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, the other part that I guess maybe triggered this thought is I finished up, which side note, 1925 or
Mm,
1923, whatever it
yeah.
was. It was the precursor to Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm. 18 something.
Well, no, it goes back even further now. There's another one, and Taylor Sheridan's a boss. He's got
Mm-hmm.
like 18 shows going on, and they're just coming out with another one called Marshalls. But anywho, but slight rant. It took 2 years for the son to finally come back home, and they
Mm-hmm.
ended it when he came home.
Hmm.
Yeah, bro, don't even get me started. I'm a little perturbed by it, but what happened was he got married in Africa to
Mm-hmm.
this British English chick
Mm-hmm.
who was actually like royalty. Well, it doesn't matter. Whatever. He gets shanghaied. Whatever. His whole a whole season of him trying to get back to Montana to help fight for his
Yeah. The
family's land,
branch. Yeah.
Yellowstone. Whatever. Well, this young lady, and again, she's young. I don't know. If we're being realistic, she's probably 14.
Yeah.
If we're
In the
going back to
context of
reality.
time, yeah.
Yeah, but for the show, she's in her 20s. We'll just say it that way.
Yeah.
And she's like, I need to be with my husband, even though it's whatever. So she's like second class ticket on this cruise thing, even though she comes from wealth. So she doesn't know how to handle herself. There's a lot of shit going on. She lands in New York. A lot of shit was going, all this stuff. But the point that gets me is like, she finally makes it to Chicago. She's had a lot of shit. She's been robbed. She's been beaten. She's been molested in numerous
Mm-hmm.
ways. Um, and then she's with this wealthy family, this wealthy couple that are like, oh, we're going to drive from Chicago to Bozeman in 1923. Everyone goes, do not do that. You're going to die. So they're in their nice little outfits with a blanket. And guess what? The car runs out of gas because there's not gas stations. And the rich couple freezes to death. She's in his car burning shit for like 2 days. Again, it's all for the story, but it's like, you see, she had this thought in her head, like, I just need to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have any planning, nothing, none of that. Long story short, she sees him. They meet back up. She's alive for another day because she has frostbite all the way up to her shins and all the way up to her forearms. She's also pregnant. Bro, it was just like, bro, what is going on? Again,
someone else's baby.
Well, it's his.
Oh, okay. So at least there's that.
Which again, back in the day, how do you prove that? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll assume it's his.
Yeah.
But all this, it's like she was just like, it wasn't the logical side. To your point, like, I want to be established. I have a plan. It was like, no, I just need to be with him. And now you're dead. That was the point I was getting to. Also, side note, I'm very disturbed by how they ended it because she dies. The 6-month preemie baby survives in 1923.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah. And then they just fast forward the last 20 minutes, and it's like he lived for 45 years. He had another kid with a widow. He fought in a bunch of things, kept land, and he died. Bro, I watched this for 2 seasons. That's how it was. That's what happened, bro.
That's what you give me. All right, bro.
That's never what I got, bro. Because you're too busy doing other shows.
Never again.
Yeah, but anyway, the point being, there's a difference where you're talking about emotion and logic, and it is very true, bro. Men, like, they want to be. That's why, they say women mature faster than men. It's like, well, women want mature things younger, but men, well, that's a very general statement. There's a lot of men who ain't doing it. Bro, let me just, for the most part, men want to have a good job. They want to have a home. They want to have the ability to do what you said. The romanticize, we're going to do this together. We're going to start from nothing. No, it ain't great, and it strains your fucking relationship off the rip, baby.
That is
it's not romantic.
That is rare. Well,
listen, people do it. People do it. My God, I understand it, but I also understand what you're saying. People like, hold on, let's chill out.
Yeah, well, hold on. Let me. I know you don't know what's going to be required. Well, for the women listening, I was like, I don't think you understand the side of the man point of view, right? I'm responsible for you, whether we're married or not. If you're around me and we're dating, or even you cannot be dating, you could just be friends. You could just be next to me at a bar, at a restaurant, a group of friends, whatever. It's like as a man, I'm responsible for you. Because if something happens to you, you know what's gonna what they're gonna say? What are you doing?
Yeah, 100%.
That's like, if a woman's with you, she's for the men who don't understand. It's like, if a girl is with you at any point in time, she's under your covering. Right? For example, if I'm with you and your wife, right, and we're somewhere, and you go to the bathroom, say, hey, I'll be right back, gotta hit the head, and something breaks bad while you're in the head, I am responsible for the safety of your wife while you are gone. To me,
I can agree with that, because if something did happen and I'm like, what were you doing? And you didn't do shit. Now you and I, there could be another something else about
right. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, listen, they're under your covering, under your protection, right? Whether you think that's right or wrong, whether you think they are or not, I promise you, they are, right? Because they're gonna come to you and be like, what were you doing? How come you didn't make sure she got in safe? How come you didn't make sure she got home safe? How come this? Right? It doesn't. Yeah. But if something happens to me, and if I'm with a woman, if something happens to me, they're gonna be like, "Damn, bro, how you let yourself be a victim?"
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure.
It's like shit. So that's you have to. So that's why it's such a big deal for a man to say, "Hey, I want to." Not that women can't take care of themselves. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is,
no, and actually, it's more helpful if they can.
Yeah, contribute.
It's nice to be like, you got you. Yeah, they got you.
Yeah,
hey, you're working, you're doing whatever. And again, it's see, we're getting on a whole preamble.
Yeah,
you don't have to be barefoot in the kitchen. You don't have to be a housewife. You can have a career. You can have all these things. Yeah, blah. But to the point that I've made several times, and maybe at this point I beat it to the ground. bro, it just hit me. Doug White, bro. Every day's not gonna be 50-50, bro.
Not.
It's just not.
It's not.
And sometimes it's gonna be, 60-40 shit. Sometimes it's gonna be
Exactly.
99-1.
Yeah. And
So
that's why it's important.
and it's rough, dude.
That's why it's important to figure out, as old pimp say, it's not what you like, it's not who you like, it's who likes you.
Old pimps, bro. All
So
right,
I
bro.
like
Don't go
that.
anywhere. Don't go anywhere.